Picture an island where time stands still, untouched by modern civilization, North Sentinel Island. Nestled in the Bay of Bengal off India's coast lies a land that is a fascinating paradox of our world. North Sentinel Island, a name unfamiliar to many. Allow me to assure you, it's a place of unparalleled intrigue. Covered in an enigmatic cloak, it has been the Sentinelese tribe's home for thousands of years. A tribe that has resisted the winds of change and modernization, living in a world entirely their own. Their existence, culture and language remain a mystery, even in the 21st century. The Sentinelese tribe, the island's only inhabitants, live in total isolation from the rest of the world. The dense forest that envelops the island serves as a natural barrier, protecting them from prying eyes. The tribe has fiercely maintained their solitude, repelling any attempts at contact from the outside world. Their hostility towards outsiders is legendary, making North Sentinel Island one of the last places on Earth yet to be explored. The island, roughly the size of Manhattan, is a world within our world, a place where the march of time is at a standstill. Here, the concepts of modern civilization are as alien as the tribe is to us. They live in harmony with nature, oblivious to the world outside their island. While we live in an era dominated by technology and connectivity, North Sentinel Island stands as a stark contrast. This island lost in time serves as a reminder of our ancient past. A past where human civilization thrived without the trappings of modern life. In a world where every corner seems to have been explored, charted and documented, North Sentinel Island remains an enigma. A place that has successfully resisted the relentless march of time and continues to do so. In a world connected by technology, North Sentinel Island remains a mystery. To delve into the enigma that is North Sentinel Island, we explore its rich history. The early history of the island is shrouded in mystery. What we do know is that the Sentinelese, the indigenous people of North Sentinel Island, have lived there for thousands of years, remaining virtually untouched by modern civilization. Their isolated existence has allowed them to maintain a lifestyle that predates the Stone Age, making them a living link to our prehistoric past. The island, nestled in the Bay of Bengal, first appeared on the radar of the Western world in the late 18th century. An English surveyor, John Ritchie, discovered this uncharted territory while aboard the vessel Diligent in 1771. However, the dense forests and hostile inhabitants kept the curious at bay for over a century. The first known contact with the Sentinelese occurred in 1880, when a British naval officer, Maurice Vidal Portman, landed on the island. He aimed to civilize the tribe, an endeavour that had disastrous consequences. The Sentinelese, having no immunity to common diseases, fell gravely ill. Realizing his mistake, Portman abandoned his mission, leaving behind a tribe decimated by illness and even more distrustful of outsiders. The 20th century saw further attempts to colonize the island. The Indian government launched several expeditions to establish contact with the Sentinelese in the 1960s and 70s. These expeditions were met with fierce resistance, and each attempt to land was repelled by a volley of arrows from the Sentinelese. In 1974, a National Geographic documentary team sought to film the island and its inhabitants. The crew was greeted by a hailstorm of arrows, one of which struck the director in the thigh. The message from the Sentinelese was clear: they wanted to be left alone. The most recent attempt to breach the isolation of the island occurred in 2006, when two fishermen strayed too close to the island and were killed by the Sentinelese. The Indian government, recognizing the tribe's desire for isolation, declared the island off-limits to outsiders, effectively making it one of the most forbidden places on Earth. The history of North Sentinel Island is a tale of resilience and fierce protection of one's land. The Sentinelese have successfully resisted attempts at colonization, preserving their way of life for thousands of years. Their hostility towards outsiders is not born out of malice, but a deep-seated desire to protect their land and their people from the harm that contact with the outside world can bring. With each failed attempt to invade their land, the Sentinelese grew more hostile towards outsiders. Living in this island is a tribe that has survived thousands of years, the Sentinelese. Their existence is a testament to human resilience and the power of cultural continuity. Living in complete isolation, the Sentinelese tribe has maintained a lifestyle that has remained virtually unchanged for millennia. They are hunter-gatherers, living off the land and sea, utilizing primitive tools made from materials found on their island. Their diet primarily consists of fish, caught using rudimentary spears, and the fruits and roots they gather from the island's lush vegetation. Their dwellings are simple yet effective, designed to withstand the harsh weather conditions of the island. They construct lean-to huts made from leaves and branches, providing shelter and a place to sleep. Their homes are a reflection of their lifestyle, uncomplicated and utilitarian. The Sentinelese have their own unique language, which remains a mystery to linguists around the world. Despite several attempts, no outsider has been able to decipher their language, making it one of the few uncracked linguistic codes left on our planet. This language barrier further isolates them, keeping their culture and way of life protected from outside influences. Their social structure is thought to be egalitarian, with no apparent signs of hierarchy or leadership. Decisions seem to be made collectively, reflecting a deep sense of community and mutual respect. This is a stark contrast to most modern societies, where status and power often dictate social interactions. The Sentinelese also have a distinct way of expressing themselves. Their bodies are often adorned with pigments, possibly derived from plants or minerals found on the island. This body art, combined with their minimal clothing made from leaves and fibre, creates a striking visual display of their cultural identity. The Sentinelese are fiercely protective of their land and their way of life. They have consistently rejected contact with the outside world, often responding with hostility to intruders. This has led to their reputation as one of the most isolated and uncontacted tribes in the world. Yet, despite their isolation and the mystery surrounding them, the Sentinelese are not a relic of the past, but a living, breathing culture. They have adapted and survived in an environment that has remained largely unchanged for thousands of years, holding on to traditions and practices that have been passed down through generations. Their resilience is a powerful reminder of the strength and adaptability of human culture. In a world driven by progress and technology, their existence challenges our understanding of what it means to be civilized. They are a living testament to our ancient past, providing a glimpse into a way of life that has all but disappeared from our modern world. In a world driven by progress, the Sentinelese remain a living testament to our ancient past. Despite our curiosity, North Sentinel Island remains forbidden to the outside world. A veil of mystery shrouds this small outcrop of land in the Bay of Bengal, a testament to the power of preservation against the relentless tide of modernity. The Indian government, recognizing the delicate balance of life on North Sentinel Island, has taken the extraordinary step of making it off-limits to outsiders. This isn't an arbitrary decision. It's a calculated move to protect the Sentinelese tribe, the island's inhabitants, from external threats that could destabilize their ancient way of life. The reasons behind this decision are manifold. The Sentinelese have lived in isolation for thousands of years, developing a unique culture and genetic makeup that's incredibly vulnerable to modern diseases. Even a common cold could become a pandemic on this island. Moreover, the Sentinelese have shown a consistent desire for solitude, reacting with hostility to any attempted contact. They've made it clear that they wish to remain undisturbed, a wish the Indian government has chosen to respect. But beyond the ethical considerations, there are also legal ramifications. The Indian government has enacted laws making it illegal to approach the island without explicit permission. These laws are enforced with fines and imprisonment, a clear sign of the seriousness with which this matter is taken. However, it's not just about keeping the outside world out, it's also about preserving a piece of human history that's remained virtually unchanged for millennia. The Sentinelese represent a living link to our past, a glimpse into how our ancestors might have lived tens of thousands of years ago. By preserving the island and its inhabitants, the Indian government is not just protecting the Sentinelese, it's also safeguarding a unique human heritage that could offer invaluable insights into our shared history and the resilience of human societies. The island isn't just forbidden because of the Sentinelese, it's also protected for them. In a world increasingly dominated by modernity, North Sentinel Island stands as a testament to the enduring power of tradition and the importance of respecting the wishes of indigenous communities. Yet the allure of